Hey everyone, today we're talking about VLOOKUP in Excel. The purpose of the VLOOKUP function in Excel is to find a value in one column and return a corresponding value from the same row in a different column. That sounds really complicated, but it's used for tasks like matching an employee name to their ID numbers, or retrieving a product's price from a product ID, or it might be used to merge data from different tables. It performs a vertical lookup. It's searching down the first column of a specific range for a match and then pulling data from another column in the same row. I want to show you how to use VLOOKUP, but I also want to show you why this matters for managers making real decisions in organizations. So I'm going to use a chair manufacturing company. Let's say you're a manager at this company and a hotel chain approaches you with a special order. They're renovating their executive suites and they want to buy 200 units of your luxury executive chair. It has a product code of LUEXC-778, which you're well aware of because you're a manager and this is your job. Your standard selling price for this model is $880 per chair, but the hotel chain is offering to pay only $650 per chair. You want to know, should you accept this special order? To answer that question, you need to know what it actually cost you to make that chair the last time your factory manufactured it. But here's the problem. Your company manufactures 100 different chair models, and all that cost data lives in a spreadsheet with 100 rows of jobs. The jobs aren't organized by product code or model. They're organized by when they were produced. You can see it right here. You could scroll through and hunt for the product code or the name of the chair manually, but that's slow, you might miss it, and it's not how professionals work. This is where VLOOKUP becomes valuable. It lets you pull the information you need from large data sets. Think of it as asking Excel a very specific question. Find product LUEXC-778 in this table and tell me its total manufacturing cost per unit. Let's look at how it works. Remember, we have this table with all the job records and their associated costs, plus we have the selling price and the profit per unit. To find the total cost for the luxury executive chair using VLOOKUP, I'm going to write a formula, but I'm first going to move to a new worksheet. I don't have to, but I find it a little easier to do it this way. So there we have our product code, and I'm sitting in cell C2. I'm going to write a formula. I start by typing equals VLOOKUP. Now, you'll notice I'm doing it in capitals, but actually, I don't have to. I can just do equal VLOOKUP, and then I'm going to put a bracket. You can see that Excel very helpfully gives me a listing of what I have to enter. So first, lookup value is the value I want to look up, which in this case is the product code. Instead of typing that, I'm going to reference B2. There we go. And now I put a comma. It now tells me that it needs the table array. That's the range in the worksheet where the job data lives. In this case, I'm going to click on my worksheet called Job Data. Then I'm going to highlight the columns that I want Excel to search. Be careful here. I have to start the range with the column that holds the product codes. That's because Excel uses this first column to search for my product code. If I start the range in a column, let's say job date, Excel would not know what column the product code was in, and I would end up getting a result of NA, not applicable. So it's important that the first column in the range is always the column that Excel needs to search to find the thing that I'm searching for. In this case, it's product code. I need to find LUEXC-778, and that's somewhere in the product code column. So I'm going to start the range with the product code. And I'm going to go across. Notice that immediately to the right of my cursor, the little plus sign, you can see how many rows there are. Here there is right now 1,048,576 rows and 3 columns. I want to go all the way across to the total cost column. And you can see the total cost per unit column is column number 8. I'm going to use that later. So now I've got this, I'm going to unclick. I now have the range in the job data worksheet in my formula. Next, I'm going to put a comma. Now it says column index number. It wants to know in the range that I've chosen which column has the information that I'm searching for. I want, remember, the total cost per unit, which I know is column 8. So I'm going to put an 8 in here. Now I put another comma. Excel now gives me a choice. Either I want true, approximate match, or I want false, exact match. What does this mean? If I choose true, then instead of Excel looking for the exact product code, Excel finds the closest value that is less than or equal to my lookup value. That sounds really complicated, but for the true approximate match to work, the lookup value must be sorted in ascending order from smallest to largest, either numerically or alphabetically. Well, look at this. The product codes are not sorted in alphabetical order, so true will never work for this kind of search. In fact, the use of true in VLOOKUP is actually exceptionally rare. I need to choose false. Then Excel will look for only LUEXC-778, an exact match to the product code that I want. So I'm going to choose false because I want it to match exactly. Double click, puts it in my formula, and I can put a bracket or I can just hit enter. It's telling me that the total cost per unit for this product code is $397. That's my total cost, variable and fixed, to manufacture one luxury executive chair model LUEXC-778. Now, I know the hotel is offering me $650, so I can quickly do a calculation and I can see that I would earn $253 per chair. They want to order 200 chairs, and I can see that if they order those 200 chairs for $650, I will earn $50,600 of additional operating income if I have the capacity. I'm just going to change these all into dollars. Now, I'm making this income, $50,600 of profit for this special order, even though I'm selling way below my normal price of $880 per chair. You'll notice that I use the total cost of manufacturing the luxury executive chair. In a special order, we usually use only the variable costs, direct materials, direct labor, and variable manufacturing overhead. However, in this case, I use total cost, including the allocated fixed manufacturing overhead cost, to see if the price they were offering would cover all my manufacturing costs. Now, let's assume a similar example. But this time, the hotel is only offering $350 per chair. I see immediately that the total manufacturing costs of $397 are not going to be covered. However, to make a final decision on whether or not to accept this special order, I have to determine the total variable costs associated with this product. I can use VLOOKUP to determine that. First, I check out the job data worksheet. I can see direct materials are in column F, direct labor in column G, and variable manufacturing overhead in column H. So I have the information necessary to do this analysis. Going back to my special order 182 worksheet, I type in equal VLOOKUP bracket. My lookup value is still going to be my product code. So I go over there, but I hit F4 on my keyboard. When I do that, that will freeze the location of the reference. So even if I copy my VLOOKUP somewhere else, it's always going to reference B4. I do comma, I want my table array. I go to job data. I start with the product code, I go across, and I make sure that variable manufacturing overhead per unit is the last column. I am going to hit F4 again. It is going to freeze that range. So again, if I copy the VLOOKUP into an other cell in my SO-182 worksheet, it's going to keep the same range. I do comma, and I want to start with the direct materials per unit, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's fourth column from the product code. So I'm going to click 4. Now I'm going to do comma, and I want false, an exact match. Double click, and I hit enter. $168 is the direct material cost of producing this chair. I also want the direct labor and the variable manufacturing overhead. So using this small little box in the bottom right-hand corner of the cell, I'm going to drag it over to these two additional columns, D and E. Notice I get 168 and 168. Well, that's because it's still referencing column number 4. I'm going to change that and reference column number 5. $98 is my direct labor for producing this chair. Over here, I'm going to click on the formula, change it from fourth column to 6, because that's where the variable manufacturing overhead per unit resides. Hit enter, and my variable manufacturing overhead is $64. If I add these all together using auto sum, I know that my total variable manufacturing overhead is $330. If I compare that to the price they're offering, $350, I can see that if I accept this special order, I will make $20 per chair. For the 200 chairs that I'm producing, that would earn me $4,000. Let's change this into dollars. I would make $4,000 if I accept this special order at $350 per unit. I now know that the $350 per unit does not cover the total manufacturing costs, but it does cover the total variable costs. I now have full information in order to make an informed decision. So why does VLOOKUP matter in managerial accounting? Managers don't have time to dig through spreadsheets manually. They need answers fast, and those answers need to be accurate. VLOOKUP gives you both. It also makes your analysis reproducible. I can type any product code in to B4 or B2, and I'll instantly know what it cost the company to produce that model chair. For example, let's assume I type in here the ECC-112. It's the executive comfort chair. If I do this, all my numbers are updated. If I now copy this, all my numbers are updated here too. Everything I want to know, I get immediately without having to look in my job data worksheet. That's why VLOOKUP matters. Listen, as you move forward in your accounting careers, you're going to work with increasingly complex data sets. Job records, product costs, customer information, vendor pricing, budget allocations. That's just listing a tiny amount of what you might have to do in your job. VLOOKUP is one of the fundamental tools that lets you extract what you need from a data set, no matter how complex, so you can focus on the actual analysis and decision making. That's the real value here. It's not just about learning a formula. It's about building the technical skills that let you work efficiently with data, which is what managers do every single day.